Hey everyone, this is Coach Alex from DRS Athletics here with Memorial Day WOD for 2021, May 31st. This gentleman that you see here is Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy. We're going to be talking about why we do Murph on Memorial Day, what is a hero WOD, why do we do them, and who is this man? So, to CrossFit. So let's start off with why are hero WODs so important to CrossFit. Officially, CrossFit describes hero WODs as a military, law enforcement, and first responder communities were amongst the earliest proponents of CrossFit. Their intensity matched with the fitness CrossFit provides is a match made in heaven. When a service member dies in the line of duty, a CrossFit hero workout is created in their name. Hero WODs are an opportunity to reflect on the sacrifices of the fallen, to speak their names and honor their memories. These workouts have been a tradition of workout gyms since 2008. Hero WODs pay tribute and honor to those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. For a community built around fitness and hard work, a few moments of silence just isn't enough. Our love is shown by sweating, labor breathing, throwing up, passing out, ripped hands, and bleeding shins. We show love by being so physically uncomfortable we can't help but cry. CrossFitters show love and respect a little differently than most. We use our mental and physical fortitude. We push ourselves to uncomfortable places in an attempt to say thank you for your sacrifice. Now, Murph was first registered on CrossFit main site on August 18th, 2005. No one can tell when exactly it became a tradition for gyms to program Murph on Memorial Day, but in 2007, Josh Appel, an Air Force pararescue jumper who headed the team that jumped to save Lieutenant Murphy's team, took the concept to his gym, Albany CrossFit, and the rest of the CrossFit community did the same. 10 years later, it's an honorable tradition for gyms to close on Memorial Day, working only Murph as their workout. Now, before being called Murph, the WOD was called Body Armor, one of Lieutenant Murphy's favorite workouts. Now, talking about this man here, Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy, a Navy SEAL, was the officer in charge of a 4-man SEAL element in support of Operation Red Wings, tasked with finding a key anti-coalition militia, a commander in Afghanistan. Shortly after inserting into the objective area, the SEALs were spotted by 3 goat herders, who were initially detained and then released. It is believed that the goat herders immediately reported the SEALs' presence to the Taliban fighters. A fierce gun battle ensued on the steep face of a mountain between the SEALs and a much larger enemy force. Despite the intensity of the firefight and suffering grave gunshot wounds himself, Murphy is credited with risking his own life to save the lives of his teammates. Murphy intent on making contact with headquarters, but realizing this would be impossible in the extreme terrain where they were fighting, unhesitantly and with complete disregard with his own life, moved into the open, where he could gain a better position to transmit a call to get help for his men. Moving away from the protected mountain rocks, he knowingly exposed himself to increase enemy gunfire. This deliberate and heroic act deprived him of cover and made him a target for the enemy. While continuing to be fired upon, Murphy made contact with the SOF Quick Reaction Force and requested assistance. He calmly provided the unit's location and the size of the enemy force while requesting immediate support for his team. At one point, he was shot in the back, causing him to drop the transmitter. Murphy picked it up, completed the call, and continued firing at the enemy who was closing in. Severely wounded, Lieutenant Murphy returned to his cover position with his men and continued the battle. Lieutenant Murphy fought on, allowing one of his team members to escape before he was killed. For his selfless actions, Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor on October 27, 2007. We honor his sacrifice and memory through Murph. Now, you guys know why we do hero WODs and why we do specifically Murph for Lieutenant Murphy, and how amazing of a man it was for him to put himself in dangerous ways just to save his brothers and sacrifice himself for your freedom. Thank you, sir. Now you guys get to listen to the voice and look at the face. Face made for radio. All right, so what is the Murph workout? The actual workout, the WOD. It is a 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 air squats. And last but not least, another mile run. Now, to give it a nice little kicker, they added a vest to it, which is 20 pounds for the guys and 14 pounds for the ladies. As far as coach is concerned, 20 pounds for everybody, and eventually that'll probably go up to like 30-40 pounds for everybody. So we'll see when that happens. Anyways, so those of you that are home, you'll probably end up doing the run and pull-ups. If you don't have a pull-up bar, you'll be doing bent over rows. We've been through those already plenty of times, but just remember your back is straight, your head is neutral, and you are bringing that elbow back with either dumbbell or kettlebell, and it's still 100 for each arm, so you might want to use 2 for that. So dumbbell or kettlebell, just depends on what you have at home. So those of you who are at DRS, if you can't run, you'll be rowing, and now be a 1600 meter row on the rower. Now the pull-ups, you could do either butterflies, kipping. I don't suggest strict because that'll be just too much. You'll fatigue too fast. If you're modifying, it will be banded or jumping. Just depends on what coach tells you to do at tomorrow. Now push-ups, modification would be on the knee. And air squats, if you need to, you could sit back into a seat, a box, or a ball, just depends. But I believe most of us can hit depth with that one. Pull-up standards, guys. We want to make sure that we start with full extension of the arms, so we're just hanging, and then we make sure that our chin goes over the bar each and every time. It doesn't matter if you're modifying or not. If you're RXing, whatever you're using, full extension of the arms for full time, and then that chin goes over the bar. Push-ups also starts at full extension, hands on the ground, your shoulders are over your hand, arms are locked out, you're gonna go down, chest touches the ground, and then full extension again. You do wanna make sure your whole body is one unit when it goes up and down, under the chest and then the butt first. One unit going up and down, chest must touch the ground, and you must be fully extended at the arms at the top, start and end, to be counted as a rep. Air squats, we all know, we standing. We're gonna go down to a squat. The hip crease is below the knee. And when we stand, full extension of the hips, so squeeze that butt at the top to get that full extension, right? You want your chest up as well as you go down and up. You want to have good form, just like any other movement that has a squat. Deep breath as you go down, let it go as you stand up. Now, how to approach Murph. Holy cow, how do we get this guy done? How do we get this beast done in a good time, right? So you don't want to start off the run in a sprint. You don't want to do that. That's crazy. You'll just burn out too fast. You'll be gassed out. Pick a good pace on that run. That first run, pick a good pace. When you get back in to start your pull-ups, give yourself 30 seconds to a minute to catch your breath. Get your surroundings, and then start those pull-ups. But you also don't want to do those pull-ups to failure now. You want to hit so many reps where you just can't, your body's fatigued, your muscles are fatigued, you just can't do anymore. You want to break those reps up, especially on those pull-ups and every other one. Don't go to failure. Break them up. You can break them up to 20, 15, 10, just depends on you. But the first ones, you want to get a good chunk. Just stop yourself before you just can't hit a good proper standard on that rep, where you just can't reach that chin or bar, or you just can't push yourself up anymore or stand it up. Just take a breather and then hit another few. It might even come down to singles, but that doesn't matter as long as you get those done one rep at a time. And that goes for push-ups and air squats. Break them up, be smart about it, pick a good pace, don't burn out too fast. Now, for the last run, you could sprint the last 400 to 200 meters of that mile. That way, if you start sprinting that first, you'll just die out. But the last 400 to 200, you could sprint it, since that's it. It's the end of it. So let's go over how to approach it again. Don't start off too hot. Pick a good pace. Break up your reps. Don't go to failure. Stop yourself, take a breather, and then hit it again. Break them up in reps. It just depends on you how many reps you want to do at a time. Just don't fatigue your muscles where you can't do anymore. And then the last mile run, the last 400 or 200, you can sprint it. You can actually go on a full sprint if you have the energy of the rest of them, right? Yeah, guys, so I wish you luck on this one, and I will see you Monday. Peace.